All right, YouTube, wanted to put this video together for quite some time. I want to talk about when not to buy an auto mower or robotic mower or lawn Roomba, as some people say. I wanted to send out this video. I've had mine for a couple years now, and it has been very nice, but I just want to warn people of the disadvantages of an auto mower. One is if you have a pet that has a leash on it, tied up somewhere. I'm constantly buying leashes because the auto mower finds that the leashes wrap around the blades. Another thing, we just got done with a big storm here in Wisconsin. Limbs, leaves, sticks, branches all over the place. Auto mowers don't work really well in the country where, as you see, I have lots and lots of trees. So there's always sticks and branches and things, obstacles that are coming into the yard that, yeah, I have to go around and pick it up. Otherwise the blades get damaged and I have to replace them, which isn't that big of a deal, but it does happen quite often. I am picking up consistently around the yard. So it's not like set it and forget it. Another challenge I have is I live on a river. You see the river there in the background, maybe a little bit. That river sometimes gets into my yard down on this end, right down there. So when the river gets down on that end, I have to shut the whole lawn off, and I can't mow because otherwise it'll go into the water where the end of my yard happens to extend into. And you say, well, you could just, not have it go that far. Well, then I have to be mowing a quarter of my yard because it floods once or twice a year. Also, too, as you see where the auto mower is right now, coming right up to the river, is I got to make sure my boundaries are right, of course, which is no big deal. But when I live on the river, believe it or not, the shoreline changes, which I didn't realize. As it floods, it erodes away the shoreline, and it takes this line, if you can see this line right here, where the auto mower stops, and that line continues to move this way because the shoreline continues to move towards my yard. So those are just a couple things that I've come across for people that are looking to get auto mowers. I bought it 2 years ago because I was traveling quite a bit, and it was very beneficial at the time because I wasn't home and I didn't want my wife, and my wife didn't want to mow all the time either. So I just wanted to get that out. Thanks, guys. Oh, one last thing. If you have these things here, they're called apple trees. Apples drop on the ground. Not good for auto mowers either. So I wanted to put that in. That was one last thing that I thought about. Take care, guys.